What's up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. It is episode number 54. Jeremy Johnson, along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello.
Cheers, everybody.
How we doing, guys?
Craig's not talking for 3 minutes, so we're
mean,
going good.
You know,
Can we give him a break?
He'll just do it anytime he wants to. But so
It's gotta be the right topic.
we did find out that if you don't swear in the first 3 minutes of your podcast or show on YouTube, you can get monetized. So, how you doing, Craig? All right, this is how it's going to be. Okay, perfect.
Mama Range, you got 3 minutes to listen.
Yes, 3 minutes, perfectly.
We're putting a warning flag up for you.
Absolutely. So, no, tonight we have a fun show. We are going to bring you some cool cocktails. I got asked in the comments this week about whiskey, and so I wanted to pull one up for us tonight.
Is it the first time?
No, we get questions all the time, which really is kind of cool. So, Craig, what do you think about that? Okay, perfect. All right, so Matt, just let us know whenever we hit the 3 minute mark, and we'll go from there. So, but no, so we got asked about what our favorite whiskeys under $50 that are easy to get. You know, they didn't want to pull out, oh, well, you know, it's Weller Special Reserve. It's only $29.99, but you can only find 2 bottles of it. Right, Craig? Okay, perfect. All right, good. So, no, tonight we're going to talk about that. We are going to go to our fresh pour tonight, brought to you by Smart Distribution, which brought us tonight the wine and cheese place barrel pick of Smoke Wagon. So that'll be a fun one tonight. Also, we're going to go down the MMA route of is biting a thing, because, you know, somebody got bit. Craig, did you see him get bit? Okay, perfect. All right. So, and then I really have come across some other things, and we're also going to talk about the Roadhouse movie tonight, among other things. So I am looking forward to the show. But as always, Jim, we create a drink.
Let's do it.
And what did you think of the one that I made tonight?
I like it. I'm ready for another one.
Craig, what did you think of it? Okay, perfect. All right, so tonight I am making what's called a Ward 8. It's an old school Prohibition-style cocktail. And it's one of those kind of drinks where it's super summer, very tasty. Producer Matt had one himself tonight, and I think that he liked it. Big thumbs up there. Jim, I know that you liked it because you're ready for another one. So we're going to start off with this one tonight, though, and we're going to make it out of one of our Sip, Sink, and Saves, and that is out of Old Grandad. Craig, you really like Old Grandad, don't you?
Which one do we have
Okay,
there?
awesome. All right, we have got the Old Grandad 80 proof, so just the original. So, all right, there we go. 1.5 ounces of your whiskey. This can be a bourbon. This can be a rye for this cocktail. I'm a fan of bourbon with it. It just makes it a little bit sweeter. So, all right, then we're going to go 1 ounce of orange juice, 1 ounce of lemon or lime juice, whichever you happen to have. This is lime juice, but lemon juice gives it a little bit less of a pop. So we'll need another one of those for the next show. And then
I like that one. If I'm not doing fresh squeeze.
Yeah, it's the
That's one I really
closest
like.
enough. So, and then we go for 1 ounce of grenadine. So there we go. Pretty easy. Not a lot of ingredients to it. Easy to work with. Drop that on there. Pop this up. Give it a little shake. Can you grab me the strainer? Thank you, sir. Give it a good shake. Pop it open.
I want to figure out what it is with no matter what quality of shakers we get in this house. They're a pain to open.
They are, unless I hit it with my elbow.
Yeah.
And that just looks weird. But it does, doesn't it, Craig? Okay, cool. All right. And there we go. It's a pretty color. It's a fun summer drink. Check it out. Like I said, the Ward 8. Easy to do. I will drop the recipe on our Instagram page at MMA Bourbon Society. And, all right. So,
what I like with this one,
yes.
if you recall when you made Craig's, he didn't like the lime as much. So just a little bit of grenadine. It's easy to adjust.
Yeah, it's really easy to adjust the sweetness,
Yeah.
however you want to go with that. Wow. Hey, look, there Mrs. Range is watching. All right, nice. All right, so ladies and gentlemen.
Watching too.
Oh, even better. So, all right, this has been a ton of whiskey. Do you have a timer going? Okay, great, Craig. Anyway, yeah.
I'm kind of enjoying him just sitting
Oh
watching
my
us.
God, this is amazing. So, no, there are a lot of whiskey releases that hit this month, and there are some that we were definitely excited about. Jim, kind of talk us through some of them.
There's a few of them that are always on our hit list that we look for, and there was probably 20 different ones, but the ones that really stood out to me that I look forward to is, I'm a big Booker's fan, and everybody knows I'm a high proof person as well, but Booker's has a new release, came out this month, 127.8 proof.
That's hot.
And that's usually the $110 range, and you can get that retail usually until they start getting low in stock, and then since it's limited run, they jack them up where you're at. This one, of course, is a limited release, so it's hard to find. If you find it, I would grab it at the price if you can get it at retail. It's the Heaven Hill Heritage release. The 18-year came out this month. Always look forward to those. And then we got the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye came out, which is good as well. So that one should be able to find pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see what the Michter's brings. I'm a big fan of their product.
Yeah.
Barrel strength is always good. It's got a lot of kick to it, but we'll see how that plays out. So I'm looking forward to that one. Really, though, tonight, like I said, we got asked a lot in the comments. We do get questions. And, guys, ask your questions in the comments. I read pretty much every one of them as they go through. And, all right, so we are to the point now that Craig is going to jump back in. Thank you very much, because we got to talk about this one. So this is all about whiskeys under $50 and easy to find. And I'm talking super easy to find.
You can find on any store shelf, you're going to be able to find the ones we're talking about.
Yeah, so, all right, Jimmy, I'm going to let you go first. Talk me about your top 3 under $50 and why.
All right. Just because of the consistency and the price point of it, you get the same flavor profile all the time. It's great. You can sip it, you can mix it, whatever. Old Granddad Bottled and Bond.
Okay.
100 proof.
And we always seem to jump to that. I mean, literally, we do it in almost everything that we do. So.
But it's one of those that we go to, so I'm glad I'm going first so I didn't repeat Jeremy, which I warned him we always have one that's the same.
Yeah.
Another one, and I'm staying right in that price point, is the Wild Turkey 101. Similar price point.
Oh,
it's
interesting.
101 proof.
Okay.
But Wild Turkey's got a great product. I know people think, oh, it's Wild Turkey crap. But when you look at the line they've got, there's so much. The base Wild Turkey people are, ugh. But when you look at everything else they've got, it's solid.
Yeah, it is.
And my third one is, and this is one I think is hit and miss on people. I tend to like it, Russell's Reserve 10.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I do like it though. So
and it's a Wild Turkey product.
Right.
So yeah, but I don't know. There's always been something about it.
But it's one of those that's hit and miss. I like it. I usually have a bottle of it. Actually, mine was in the office and got drank there. So.
All right, fair. That's not a bad setup.
But
Let us know what you guys think in the comments, though. What is your under 50? Because we want to spread the love of what's new. And I know, Craig, you've got one that you came up with that I hadn't even thought of. And so kick me to what you think is your best, your top 3s.
Old Granddad, Jameson, and Buffalo Trace.
So Jameson, but why? What brings the Jameson out to you?
Oh my God.
You're not helping me now. Nope. You're not going to help?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, you're
I
killing
can't speak. So
me. I never said you
saying
couldn't
what I'm
speak.
saying, and that's it.
I never said you couldn't speak. Oh,
You want
my
to go
Lord.
play producer Matt and Matt can come up?
Oh, that would be crazy. No, let's not do that. That would be bad. So, no, you've always been a Buffalo Trace.
I've always been a Buffalo Trace guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jameson is it's my favorite. I'm torn between Buffalo Trace and Jameson completely.
And they're
my
two big different flavor profiles, but they work with almost
Absolutely.
everything.
Right. They're both, they're great for mixing. They're great for straight. They're great. I just like both of those a lot. And then Old Granddad's just goddamn cheap.
It is. And
But it's such a good pour.
100%.
Why it's so cheap?
I mean,
don't
this
get
is a
it.
$20 bottle.
Yeah.
And
it's amazing.
You could put that in another bottle, give that to somebody and say, hey, this is the newest $900 thing. And people are like,
Right.
this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. And
Absolutely.
They would never fucking know it's Old Granddad.
At all, they wouldn't.
Craig's back.
Well, no, it's great because the crowd missed him. They were actually like, we really don't like this. Siri, what's wrong with Craig? That was out there. So, yeah, no, everything is fine with Craig.
I'm fine. I was told I couldn't speak for 3 minutes.
We didn't really say that.
Well,
Fuck you
we
guys
said
didn't.
it.
Fuck you didn't. Both of you said it. Actually, all 3 of you said it. First it was 90 seconds, and then it was, 3 minutes to be safe. Okay, well, fuck it. I ain't talking. Fuck all you guys. Lucky I just didn't sit here the whole goddamn
I mean,
time.
that would have been the weirdest show. That would have been like, but everyone would have talked about it. So, I am absolutely in agreement. Old Granddad, any of the variations. Mine is Old Granddad 114 because it's still a super.
I like all. It doesn't matter if it's 114 or the 80 or what.
Yeah.
It's old.
Because
Granddad puts out a great product.
Yeah, and it's a Jim Beam product. But the crazy thing is it has its own distillery.
Right.
Right.
That you can't do any tours with or any of that. It's just an industrial distillery. But it's 100%. I am all about that.
But you think about it with the three of them. You got 80 proof, 100 proof, 114.
Yeah.
Far enough in difference in the proof that gives you full variety that you want to go with it, but they all taste great.
Yeah, the taste really doesn't
It is.
change that
No,
much.
the 114 does not taste like
It
114
drinks
proof.
like an 80. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not super hot because I can't stand super hot. You guys know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the 114 is pretty good. And no, I'm not a pussy, Jimmy. You fucking say it out loud. Your mom's watching. Don't be a sissy. God damn it, say it.
Great. I'm going to be grounded for Easter.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Bets.
Oh, that's amazing. That was amazing. So, wow, that got heated there for a moment. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Old Granddad. It is absolutely one of my favorites. I kind of lean towards the benchmark side of Buffalo Trace. Even if I'm going to go down that route.
Imagine that. You lean into something.
Oh, my Lord. I'm a huge fan of Ancient Age. If we're going to talk, bottom of the barrel, whatever.
$18 a bottle?
$18, $20 a
I've
bottle.
never even fucking heard of that.
Absolutely you have, because you've had it at my bar.
Have I?
Absolutely.
There might be a bottle here somewhere.
The cool thing is...
I see I'm paying for top shelf liquor at his bar. Getting screwed. And yes, I actually have to pay at his bar. It's fucked up, but whatever.
I mean, it's fine. But no, Ancient Age is the same mash bill and the same warehousing as Blanton's. It's just a mix, and it's 80 proof instead of 93. So it's a decent taste to it. So those are my big ones. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments at MMA Bourbon Society on Instagram, at MMA Bourbon on Twitter, and here on Facebook. And of course, follow us on YouTube because by God, we're going to be monetized now. So there we go.
I was quiet for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know.
The problem is now after Craig with that 5-minute burst, they're going to make it 12 minutes. You got to go.
No, they're going to be like, we're going to pay him because he's funny, and that's what matters. So.
I guess
all right.
for every show now, I can't talk for at least the first 5 minutes.
I think that's horseshit. We're not going to do that. We're just going to pay him fucking.
We're not going to care.
Wow, even I said it now. Jesus, look at me.
See?
I'm the only one that hasn't.
Yes, you did.
You haven't said fuck yet.
Right.
Have you not?
No.
Not tonight.
Okay.
My mom's watching. She's got a bar of soap waiting for me still. 62 years old, she still pulls out a bar of soap.
I hope she beats you on.
I really do too. I kind of want to see Mama Ray just get
love
violent. So,
Stacey,
all right,
please
producer Matt, you have a
record that.
microphone tonight. I know you do.
Always turn your phone sideways if it happens, though.
Yes, producer Matt, your top 3 50 under 50.
I'm gonna keep it local.
Okay,
Still 630 has Rally Point, which is pretty good.
is that under 50?
Yep. I think it's like $45.
Really? Okay, all right.
It squeaks in.
So that's a local distillery to St. Louis, Missouri, here where we're based out of.
Heaven Hill, the $38 bottle at Costco.
The Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Yep.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's a good call. I forgot about that one. I don't know how because I'm a Heaven
Look
Hill
at
guy.
Matt stepping up to the
No
plate
shit.
tonight. Jeez, all right.
I've never been to Costco, so I didn't know.
I haven't either. I'm not rich enough to have that. Anyway, continue.
And then Schnucks always has Buffalo Trace in my Schnucks, so
Yeah.
I'll go with Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace is one of those bottles that
On
it just
olive?
works.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just works.
I don't want to give up the store number. I don't want to give up the store number.
because it
Because
is
there's
hard to
plenty
come
on
by.
Olive. There's plenty of Schnucks on Olive.
Yeah. So, no, that's a good combo. So, all right, gentlemen. For tonight, though, if we stay under $50 because this is not the original Sip, Sink, and Save that Mr. Jim Range wanted to do tonight.
That was a sarcastic sip sinking.
But of
No,
course,
it wasn't. You put it on the bar.
you did.
I did. What did I say when I walk up? Watch Jeremy's reaction. I did.
Literally, if he would have done this one, he would have had to have done it with his pants off and things flopped on the bar. So, tonight, though, of course, this is brought to you by...
Stacey's not here, so you could have done that.
I really just got, I lost where I was because of Matt putting that hat on. Matt has
Support
a
Manchester
sock hat with a
United.
ball on it, and it's freaking me out.
It's Manchester United.
No,
It's
tonight's
legit.
Sip, Sink, and Save is brought to you, of course, by Unrivaled Realty at unrivaledrealty.com. check out Brad Carey, our great sponsor, of course, for our Sip, Sink, and Save tonight. Call or text him at 314-378-6939. He is really just one day going to go, you know what, I'm done with you fuckers. Because it's just bad. But no, check him out, Unrivaled Realty, for all of your buying and selling of real estate needs.
That's what I was laughing about.
Yes.
I've seen Stacy's.
Oh, yes. Stacy. Oh, look, we have Power Slap alum and fight coming up, Colton Cole, in the comments tonight.
What up, Colton?
All right, so tonight we move to our Sip, Sink, and Save under $50. Again, brought to us by someone in the comments. So if you have something that you want, let us know in the comments. We'll probably do it. But no, Jim Range originally tonight threw out every Pappy Van Winkle that was in the house. So we had a 10, a Lot B, 12, and a 15. And then he started talking smack here. So
Let us open up the 15. That was bullshit.
I mean, really, you know, he talks all this big game and, ooh, let's open this. But then, you know, like, all right, let's do it. And then nothing happened.
Wow,
but
we're going there.
Thought we'd
That's
get away
okay.
with it with Stacy being gone.
I mean, really, you know, he just, whatever.
Wow.
But no, tonight we are moving towards the under 50, and we bring you a good selection from the mid to bottom shelf. And then first we have Larceny Small Batch, Old Granddad, and Jim Beam Extra Black, right? There's extra aged.
Extra age.
Extra aged.
Black
okay.
extra aged.
Black extra aged. So, Jim, talk me through the proofs of what we've got going on here tonight.
I actually got to check and see. So we're at an 86 proof, which is one of those weird ones that we've got with the black.
Okay, so if you've all not read the
80.
comments, please read the comments.
Shit.
I wasn't ready for that.
Honestly,
either.
We're 80 to 92.
80 proof to 92 proof.
So we're all low proof.
So what is Jim Beam proofed at? 80?
86.
Oh.
It's an 86, an
Oh,
80, and a
it's-
92.
That's old school. That old school 86 proof
Right,
is just
but it's been around forever.
weird.
You want some
And
more
I think
smoke
that's why
wagon?
they call the extra
Which one you want?
aged, so they can have a
Jimmy?
reason to throw the 86 out.
All right.
You need a glass? You got one.
He's got one. Hold on. Doesn't even have a cork.
Okay.
None of them do, except the larceny.
Well, you know. Yeah, but okay. Quick quick tangent. I got to ask this one too.
Barbie girl's one in his mouth.
Oh, is he? Is he in the comments? Oh boy. I got to ask this one in the comments too. So people asked me, actually asked us,
Asked or axed?
asks.
Axed.
Don't do that because I will screw that up bigger than anything.
He's talking clone.
They asked, does screw tops versus corks matter? And 100% no. You want to know why? Look at a bottle of Weller 12.
Yeah, screw top.
Look at
It's
the old
screw
up the
top.
the 2016 Weller, and
yeah.
107 is a screw top.
No, and it was funny because somebody told this to another bar owner that I know, and he bought into it. He's like, "Oh, well, so if there's a cork in it, then it's good, right?" And I'm like, "No,
People
that
argue
has
that, though.
literally nothing to do with it." So
I've seen people rip a bottle
God,
that's
that's
solid because it's got a screw top. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, if you're not going to buy it, fine. Buy it for me and give it to me.
Here,
Yeah.
Jerry, I want another one of those drinks. That's pretty good.
you got it,
Wow.
buddy.
Been a while since we've had Craig going back for multiples on the
I
drinks.
like it. Okay, so no, tonight though, we have 2 screw tops and a cork, and I have a feeling that none of it's going to matter. So while I make Mr. Craig a drink here, Craig, talk me through your Sip, Sink, and Save tonight, brought to you by UnrivaledRealty.com.
Okay, I'm going to sip on the Old Granddad, because one, it's literally the cheapest shit you can find, but it's so good.
And
That-
even at 80 proof, you can mix it.
Right. It's a
Well, it
great
stands up.
mixer.
Right,
It's a
that's what I'm
great
saying.
Single, it's a great, neat drink. It's really good. Very, very good. I'm going to save the Jim Beam aged, or whatever, what is it called?
Black aged, extra aged.
Black extra aged.
Why?
It's pretty good, but it makes a better mixer, I think, than a straight taste. Than a straight taste.
Okay.
And then larceny is just going on to drink because I'm just not a fan of larceny. It's not that good. It really leaves a lot to be desired.
Falls a little flat on the
Yeah,
palate.
it's just not a good. It's just not that great. I mean, if I had to drink it, then yeah, but if not, I wouldn't. So that's just how I feel about that one.
Interesting. Okay. All right, Jim Range.
Poor Barbie girl's getting beat up when I see him.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Oh,
It went through everybody's head, and Mikey
Okay.
said it.
The title of your show should be 2 Screw Tops and a Cork. Okay.
That's good.
What I want to know is which one's the cork and which ones are the screw tops.
Well, I know I'm the jack off, but whatever.
All right, Jim Range, sip, sink, and save.
All right, I'm going to go slightly different. I like all three. My least favorite's Larceny, but my sip is going to be the Granddad. I mean, the Bean.
Okay.
I'm going to sink the Larceny like Craig,
Christ, are you getting that old?
and I'm going to save the Granddad.
A little less on the lemon just because I was out.
That's all good.
All right. Okay,
Because
Jim. I missed everything you said. Do it again.
I'm going to sip the Beam.
Yes.
I like higher proof. I think it's got a little more flavor if I'm just sitting around sipping it.
Okay.
We know the Granddad is a great
Is-
mixer. We're already talking about
Yeah.
it.
But just mix
So
it in
do-
that. It's really good.
No, but I mean, it holds
Yeah.
But-
it holds up with anything you're making
Right.
it with.
Well, 100%. So that right there is proof because that is an 80 proof cocktail.
I actually
ounce
like it
and a half
better
of whiskey.
with that than what you made it with first.
Yeah.
earlier.
We made it with a local.
We
Schnucks.
made it with a Bardstown,
a Bardstown
release.
product. So, but
but Larceny's my least favorite out of the three. Like you said, it's a little bit flat. It doesn't have the full front to finish on it. So
It's like it's too young.
and that's a crazy thought
It's
because I
not.
think it's at least 6 years.
Yeah.
I know, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but that's what it tastes like. It's too young.
but as a sipper,
I'm
that
so
a
proud of
Granddad
you.
is so good.
We have taught you so well
know.
that you're like, yeah, it's young. You're like, goddamn right it is, Craig.
But he
Damn
hates
right.
talking to geek talk.
Yeah, but now you're talking geek talk. Would you like to get into what?
I don't want to fucking. I don't care.
Do you want to be a whiskey steward?
No.
Did you
No.
really just do that? Did you whiskey steward him?
Yeah.
Do you want to know the story of why they call it larceny?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right, so it's sip, sink, save.
How many more
I
times
just
are you gonna
swapped the
fucking
sip
say
and
save,
save.
Jimmy?
Okay. Well, so myself, I am with Craig. I am an absolutely 100% old granddad all day long, every day. Doesn't matter the iteration. It is one of the best pours. It has every characteristic that you want in a bourbon. The extra aged is one of those types of pours that I was surprised when they came out with it because it's a little bit longer in the barrel. It's got a decent color to it. I'm not a fan of the whiskeys that go that 86 proof route. That was a thing that went down in the 80s. And it just became like that was the lower, lighter, or whatever at the time. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but that's what it was. That's kind of where that came from.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of them, but it's a very decent pour and it holds up good in a drink too. So I would save that one for the occasion because it does mix with everything. And Larceny, again, as I agree with Craig, it has an astringency to it that it's kind of got a little bit of a bite and then just goes absolutely flat.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen in the Larceny Barrel Proof, which is a great pour. But Larceny, it does have a little bit, it leaves a little bit to be desired on some things, especially against these two. So it's still a great pour of whiskey, though. I'm not going to say that it's bad. And one night we'll talk about what Larceny actually meant and who John Fitzgerald was and the how and the why and all that.
Yep.
Probably won't after I go.
Well,
I have surgery, so I won't be here.
that'll be the show. So while
We'll
we're
go
talking
down
this-
the rabbit hole whenever Craig is out for surgery.
So
There
with
we
the
go.
sip, sink, and save, Sean Dadaris, I know it's your birthday month. I would go out and find one of these for your bourbon of the month if you haven't had it yet. Happy birthday.
Absolutely. So, all right, let us know in the comments what would be yours out of this. What would be your sip, sink, and save? I'm real interested to see what like Colton Cole and all of those guys want to know about it, what they think of it. So let us know in
I want
the
to know what
comments.
Mike Johnson thinks.
I don't know if Mike Johnson's had 2 of those, so that's a sad state of affairs we can't talk about. But anyway, all right, and it's all brought to you by Unrivaled Realty. Again, check them out for all of your real estate needs. Brad Carey, our great friend in the game, unrivaledrealty.com for all of your real estate needs. Check them out. So,
Is it bad that I thought when he said Mike Johnson, I thought Mike Johnson from Bellator?
oh,
I was like, I had to look. I'm like, what?
oh God.
I didn't say Mikey on purpose, guys.
It's a long day.
It's fair. That's fine. So, okay, moving on. Now we go to a really cool bottle that Matt picked up, and that's going to be our Fresh Pours tonight, and that is brought to you by Smart Distribution. Check them out. They have some great brands, including Smoke Wagon. Some really cool other ones. They bring us some of our newest whiskeys to try. Check them out. Smart distribution. You can find a lot of great products with them there. It'll be a lot of fun. So tonight, though, we bring you the Smoke Wagon Private Barrel. So Jim, kind of talk us through what a private barrel or a barrel pick is.
All right. So when you're thinking about a barrel pick, you've got normally like the Larceny small batch. It's a smaller batch under X amount of barrels. Craig's snoring. I don't know if you can hear him or not. He sounds like one of my dogs, which I sent upstairs because they would be snoring right now. But it's not a full batch run. It's small batch. You get down to several small barrels. But your barrel pick is you pick a specific barrel that you're looking for. You go in, you taste them. You'll have 6 or 7 different barrels. You'll have a group of people, 5 to 8, maybe 10 at most, but 5 to 8 usually. And you all rank them on how you want across those barrels. You pick your barrel, you buy that barrel, you have it bottled, and you sell it. This one's through Total Wine. And,
No, this is Wine and Cheese.
well, Wine and Cheese, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Wine and Cheese is a local to St. Louis here. And I even know that, so Zach Easy in the comments is, actually, I don't know if he's still there, but he just left.
Hopped in.
Yeah, he just left, like, they were doing a barrel pick today.
Yeah.
Or sometime this week. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've done 3 or 4 of them now. And it's a blast. But this was the first rye barrel in Missouri. And so Wine and Cheese picked this one. It's a great pour. Craig, you even said that you enjoyed this one. It was a little hot, but it was pretty decent. So.
No, I think it's hot at all. I loved it.
And we're looking
very
at
good.
it's
$51.49.
I like Smoke Wagon a lot. I've not really had anything from them that's been bad.
Even the uncut unfiltered you liked?
It was a little much. But
Well, that's why I was checking.
I mean,
But
it wasn't terrible. Like I mean,
No, but it was a little hot for you.
Yeah. It was a little high octane for me.
Yeah,
you know,
but what this one is at 100 and something proof, right? It's got
115.
115.
115.6.
very nice pour. Jim, talk me through kind of the flavors that you got out of it.
You're definitely getting that a little bit of anise with it. But what's weird is you don't get that normal rye because it's a 51% rye, 49 barley. There's 0 corn in it. So it's not like you get that 70% rye that's high rye that you're really going to get that spiciness in that. You get a little bit of it, but not quite as much as you normally would.
Yeah, it's one of those pours that it has enough kind of muted sweetness where corn is kind of big and in your face, and that's what makes bourbon bourbon. But this gives it just enough spice along with kind of that mellow sweetness that almost, you get different noses to it. I enjoy it. It was a great pour, Matt. So this was producer
call.
Matt's. What brought you to go get this bottle, Matt? This requires a microphone. If you're wearing a microphone, you have to talk into the microphone. I know that this is your first time doing podcasting / whatever this is anymore, but
I saw it on Instagram.
okay, all right.
I mean, it was fair at least. He didn't bullshit you.
Oh, well. But anyway, it's a good pour of whiskey. You picked a good bottle. I know that there is another one now that is circulating that I have that is a St. Louis Bourbon Society bottle that we will have coming up on the next show, and we'll actually do a comparison between the two and see kind of what the differences are whenever you pick one of those. So,
What you're saying is we're going to drink more of Matt's bottle.
100%. Well,
Okay.
I mean, we did that to your Crested, so I think that's only fair to Matt. So, that's how it works.
Tonight, by the way.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
forgot
blame
it
you.
was here. I didn't drink any while he was gone.
Fucking hit it for a reason.
So let us know, guys, in the comments. Have you ever had a barrel pick? Because, Jim, we've got all of us have a lot of barrel picks between us. Do you find a ton of difference between the barrel pick and the original that it is?
Where I find them different is if it's something that's normally a single barrel, you're not going to find a lot of variety.
Okay.
When you've got something that's mass produced, that you've got a blend,
Yeah.
and somebody does a barrel pick, there's a big difference because you've got the flavor profile from that one barrel. It's not blended together.
That is a true statement, and
That's where I find the difference.
There can be some different ones, and you can get. That's what makes single barrels to me interesting, is because the taste can jump from one barrel to the next. So, what are they thinking? Oh, hey, look, my agent's in the. What's up, Jason? All right, my agent's in the comments. That's always good. So, I think at some point in time we need to think about doing a barrel pick.
We've talked about it numerous
I think your
times.
agent needs to find us some money.
Well, I mean, it's.
Just being honest.
But I think that a barrel pick idea would be kind of fun. I think that we could do a MMA Bourbon Society barrel pick. I think that we can make that happen.
We can make it happen.
I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I know a distributor that would put it out for us.
I know a couple of restaurants that can make it happen too, that we're connected with.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Well, all right, let's throw this one out to you guys.
I'm glad we're making choices while we're drinking.
Yeah.
Dude, I make the same choice when I'm sober. What's it matter?
I mean, that you do, other than the fact that you were going to, what your wife was talking about in the comments with the pants on the bar.
I never said that. You did.
I didn't
You're
say
putting,
anything. I never said a
You were gonna
word.
put your penis on the bar?
Oh, my God. There we go. There we go.
I didn't say dick.
He didn't. I will give him that. Okay. All right. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. So, no, if you would buy an MMA Bourbon Society barrel pick bottle, let us know. We might do this.
I won't.
I think we'd only have to sell.
well, the curious thing is I want to know is what
type?
bourbon would you like?
I could tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to do a Glens Creek, do an OCD.
We've talked about actually when we were there doing our own,
Yeah.
where we bottle it from the scratch or barrel it. We sit there, mix it, everything, and have it.
That would be the way to go. That would be the way to go. All right. Well, anyway, let's keep
And I
drinking.
got
By the end of
laughed at
this,
when I
we'll just go
brought
ahead and buy the barrel while we're at it. So
I brought that up the other day, and I was told, "Are you bored?"
I mean, you were.
I am absolutely.
I was, but that's what you said.
I'm not gonna be on. I'm so bored right now.
I mean, it's all
Not
right.
tonight. Not tonight. I mean, just in general.
Okay, fair. All right. Well, we are moving on to the world of combat sports, and
You bite me, and I'm bitch slapping you, Craig.
that is a fair comment after everything that was going on. So, all right, and of course, our combat sports segment is brought to you by Yoroi Athletic Tape. That's right, it is the best athletic tape out there for any type of combat sport or sport where you need to hold those joints in place. Check them out at Yoroi Tape. What is the website, Craig?
YoRoyTape.com.
YoRoyTape.com, and that is YOROY tape.com. Get some rolls. It's very inexpensive, and it works very well.
We are the cheapest on the market for that size of roll and that good of tape.
Absolutely. All right, check them
Think
out.
of the words I wanted to say.
That's fair. At YoRoyTape.com. Okay. So you just basically told Craig not to bite you, because I don't know if you saw it or not out there, ladies and gentlemen. There was, for the first time ever, someone got bit.
No, it's not the first time ever.
In MMA,
Yes, it is. No,
Okay,
it's not.
so hang on.
I got bit on Ultimate Fighter.
Okay, hang on. You are correct. It is the first time in a sanctioned bout, because the Ultimate Fighter is not sanctioned.
Okay.
It's an
All right.
exhibition. And including the old days of the UFC where everything, quote unquote, was legal, you just couldn't bite. There was a bite in the UFC.
and it left teeth marks.
Dude, it was bad.
It was really bad. And the thing was, I don't even know the guy's name who bit him. But,
I don't know the guy's name.
He
I
was
don't know the guy's
winning.
name that got bit. So
I mean, it was in the prelims. But the crazy thing is, if you go search it now online, the guy got a tattoo of the bite mark and got a $50,000 bonus because he got bit. So,
it happens. You'll have that in those big jobs.
fair. But here's the thing. The dude who did the biting was removed from the UFC. Lost his contract.
20
told
minutes
he would
later.
Within
Yeah.
20 minutes, Dana White said it was done. It was over with. The only other one who ever went out that fast was Paul Semtex Daly whenever he punched Josh Koscheck after the bell, and he did it quite a way. Like it was a deliberate thing. So is this fair?
Yeah.
Do you-
Did he got
Guys
booted? Is it fair he got booted?
Is it fair that he got booted and he will
Absolutely.
never be in the UFC again?
Yes.
Look at the fines that Tyson paid for biting off Holyfield's ears.
Fair.
He
Okay.
didn't even just bite; he bit
But-
them off.
But he got to fight again. This guy will never make it to the quote-unquote highest league there is.
So, that's his fucking problem. He made his bed, sleep in it. It is what it is.
You pay for your actions.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Well-
You're the one that did that. I mean,
And the crazy thing is he claimed that his mouthpiece fell out and it was just in between. But there were actual teeth marks.
dude, there's
Dude,
no
he sank
way-
those teeth in so far. There was no.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
with the mouth guard, the bottom
Oh,
teeth
what,
would
you
have
think
been
his
bedded.
fucking arm was his mouth guard?
I have no
But-
idea.
But I mean, the indentation was so deep in the arm that he purposely had to bite down to make that happen. You're screwed, dude. That's your own damn fault.
Well, it was there long enough that he got done, went through medicals, took a shower, and still was able to go to a tattoo shop and have it tattooed on his body.
See, now, I'm sorry, but kudos to
I
that
thought that
right
was pretty
there.
cool.
The fact that,
Yeah.
dude, fuck it, let's go do it. Okay, I just pulled Craig. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. But no, the fact that it's still there and he's like, we're inking this shit. That kudos to him just for that alone.
And I think Danny gave him another 25 because he tattoos on him.
Oh yeah,
But just the fact that
Yeah.
he did it though, because he's got that marketing tattoo for the rest of his life now.
I
From
mean,
that.
you
Under
can.
your arm, who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter. He's tying a brand to it.
Oh yeah,
That he can leverage is what I'm saying.
I didn't say, I didn't mean.
I would totally go by like the nickname the Chew Toy now. That would have to be his nickname, 100%, 100%. So if he doesn't, that's on him. So
Matt, go help him out.
yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. Okay. Big thing, UFC.
You're
Breaking
good.
shit now.
I am kicking stuff under the set. UFC 300 is coming. I sat back and watched UFC 200 today. I realized something while watching UFC 200.
300 doesn't have the star power.
We talked about that last show.
True, we definitely talked about that, but yes. But I missed the intro, where the song plays, where they do the matchups, where they show all of this. There's all this hype. There's the talk.
The build-up.
There's the build-up. That's what made the pay-per-views good back in the day, I've realized. Other than that, and there was real star power. And I had a conversation with Mikey, a.k.a. Barbie Girl, on this today. And he's like, well, it's because you're old and you don't remember. That's all that you remember, and it's your glory days. And I'm like, no. So do you think
called you out?
he really did? And
Just
I was
from the kid is crying that there's no more TikTok in
And
a couple months.
Here's my next question for you though, real quick before you finish.
yes.
Where do you work at that you could watch the UFC 200 today? Because I sure like to fucking work there too.
I mean, I got things.
Okay.
I do things
I'm just messing
all
with
over
you.
the place.
I'm kidding.
A lot of things, a lot of stuff, a lot of ins, a lot of outs, what have yous. That's what I do. I mean, it's fine. But anyway,
I'm not
no.
touching that one.
So, do you guys miss it? It was the lead up. It was what made the UFC the UFC. Matt, what are your thoughts?
Yes.
That really wasn't an answer. There was no microphone in your face. You are really not helping me tonight
No,
at all.
no. I feel though, one of the things about pay-per-view is you're paying for more than just the fights.
Exactly.
You're paying for everything that goes with it, and they've turned into not being any different than the normal fights we got, other than you're paying for it.
Yeah,
and there might be one or two fights on there that you want that you're going to pay to see, but everything that goes with it is gone unless you're in person.
There is no lead up anymore from ESPN to pay-per-view.
Well, the problem of it is, a lot of the problem is there's so many fucking shows. Is a lot of the problem because there's no hype, there's no build up to these big shows anymore. Yeah, UFC 300, that's gonna be so great. But then you look at the card and like there's 3 fights that I want to fucking see on the whole card, and then the rest of the card is people I don't even never even fucking heard of.
Right. Whereas the younger generation of fight fans has said that's because we're old and we're living in the past. So
Well, he can get smacked in his mouth too. Little fucker.
But really, though, what star power do you have below the fighters that we're talking about to be on the card? If there's only 2 or 3 fights you want to see, that means the other fighters on there.
Barbie Girl, none of us watch TikTok over here.
But I mean, what are the other fighters doing to make them stand out?
well, exactly.
And that's where my mind's at with
There
it.
is nothing
Well, They're
anymore.
biting each other now, so I mean,
But there is nothing anymore that
Bunch of
differentiates
Furbies.
the Fight Pass prelims from the ESPN prelims, other than the ESPN app
To the
is
main card.
absolute trash.
oh, the ESPN app is fucking terrible.
It is. It's terrible. To the pay-per-view. There is nothing that shows that, okay, we've made the jump to pay-per-view now. Here comes your $80 that you just blew.
Yeah, it's like not to mention it's what $85.99 now
It's
for a
$80.
fucking pay-per-view. I mean that's ridiculous.
It's $80.
Everything. I understand things are going up, and I understand all that bullshit. But god damn, can you break it off in the fucking consumer's ass any fucking further?
But if I'm going to pay that amount of money,
I refuse.
give me something. Give me the lead up. Give me something that shows me that we're
Mikey's
there.
talking smack to you right now.
Well, he's grounded.
I call him old, but the lead up is on social media. Jeremy does all the time. Don't let him lie.
All right. So so here's what it was. He said that because we are used to watching it there.
No one cares what the fuck he said.
I mean, that's fair, but we're going to a younger generation now.
I'm kidding,
No,
Mike.
but
Who can only watch in 30-second snippets? That's a problem
Well,
with
his
him.
ADHD kicks in.
well,
He's like, oh,
all of
grab
them
it.
do. Everyone that age.
Well, I said that's their
God,
problem.
we
yeah.
sound old tonight.
I am old, dude.
Jesus. But no, he's like, no, the lead up's on social media that makes it happen. And I'm like, I don't want to watch freaking Instagram.
Now we got both of them. I'm going to sit back and watch YouTube now. This is awesome.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And this is the reason that I'm sitting down, because I'm old and saying, taking
100%.
advantage of watching YouTube.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
It's just a joke. I mean,
No, it is.
I just.
It's $80 to watch ESPN. That's not good. Because the pay-per-view doesn't get any better than the app.
Not to mention that you got to pay for the goddamn app that crashes constantly.
Oh, it's
Or is
terrible.
buffering constantly. I spend almost $100 on internet a month, so I don't have that issue.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's still every fucking time I try to watch that piece of shit app, it either is buffering or it locks up or you got. I mean, I'm just.
No,
I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on a show, and then your app is a piece of shit. Put it back on regular TV or something.
Matt, I spend $80 a year for the full F1 to watch on a laptop. I get to pick the driver's car. I get to watch the overall race.
Yeah.
$80 for the year, and I got full-blown access to everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we got UFC throwing boring 1 or 2 good fights, and the rest are people you don't know at $80, $90 a pop.
And I'm not saying the fights are boring. I'm not saying
No,
that
I
the
didn't
fights
know,
are
but I
boring.
said you don't know. I took it back. You don't know, and a couple of solids.
The problem is that I just don't know these people. Like, what's the show coming up? It's got Joaquin Buckley on it. I don't know another fucking person on that show. But to be fair,
Bless you.
Joaquin's from St. Louis.
right.
And
But-
I've-
but
I've-
Joaquin-
And he's got the sickest knockout ever.
Yeah, walking is a highlight reel, and that will forever be, and that's great.
Right.
But
But it's not the point.
so far, he's the only name that I know on that card.
Right.
Well, it's like they're coming to St. Louis here, May 11th?
Yeah.
And I looked at tickets, or actually, John McLaughlin calls me and he's like, hey, who do we know at the UFC can get a little bit better deal on these tickets? It's $200 for nosebleeds.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I want to go and support the show.
Because we want big MMA in St. Louis. Bellator has been here. The UFC has
But
been
I
here.
can't-
But that's.
I can't pay.
Well-
Literally getting ready to spend $6,000 on a hip replacement
But-
in 2
but-
weeks.
but it's
I
not
can't
even-
afford another $200 to go to a fucking
It's
UFC
not even that.
show when I could watch it at home on piece of shit ESPN Plus.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing is when you look at it, it's your average fan, and it's sports in general, period. But the average fan's not
So-
going to have the $200 to drop.
Okay,
to go
so
in.
I got a dumb question.
You take your kids, you're spending $1,000.
Okay, I got a dumb question. Because I don't know. And so I'm asking this as like a real question.
Right.
What's it cost to go to a baseball game?
Oh, I haven't been.
You'll
in
drop
years.
$600 on a family for 4.
I haven't been in years.
With your
I know.
tickets and your drinks and food, you're going to spend
It's
$600.
not that
You're
much.
sitting on the field.
But you're
Yeah,
not. But you're not. By the time you get your parking, your food at the game, if you don't spend any food at the game, you're $50 to $60 a kid on the game. Family for a family of 4.
I don't know if that's
You're-
that much. I don't know if it's $600. I would say a cool 3.
When you figure your price,
But not-
your tickets and everything, I bet you're pushing
Okay.
$500 to $600.
All right, Matt, put your mic on. You have 3 kids, right? 3 kids, set
I
of
thought you had
twins.
6.
6 kids?
6.
7 kids?
3 kids.
3 kids.
okay.
Okay. Have you ever taken your kids to a baseball game?
Yes.
How insane would it be less expensive to go to a baseball game with your 3 kids than go to the UFC?
Yes.
Really?
We did $20 ticket through the school.
Well,
So-
Okay, so but what's a nosebleed at the baseball stadium cost?
You can
30,
get,
40
you can
bucks?
get them. No, you can get them from.
now I'm looking
cheap.
it up.
Okay. So
especially when they suck.
So my question is okay, if MMA wants to become a mainstream sport, can they do $200 nosebleed tickets and pull the average fan?
I think it's tough.
Thoughts, Matt? Because you're the one with the youngest kids who would take them to that.
They wouldn't be going to this.
Why?
$200 a ticket.
Okay,
No,
so that's
all right,
okay.
so-
So if it was $20 a ticket, would you take your kids? Your wife
If
wouldn't.
they were a
let you.
little older, yeah.
Okay, fair. But my kids would go. I mean,
Well, so I'm going to give an example. When we had Bellator here, and we were working with that MMA show, we were shooting, we were covering. Craig was working the show. Connor, who might still be watching, he might be drunk by now, who knows?
fair.
And my son John, I paid for their tickets and I got them down low.
Okay.
But I was in, because I was working the show, I wasn't buying 4 tickets.
Sure.
So I got 2 solid tickets for them to be in that first row of seats off where the ice would be for a Blues game.
Oh,
The
dude,
first tier level.
First time I ever took Ryder to a Blues game, it cost me $200, and we sat 5 rows off the ice. But it was his first time ever, and so
That was for
$100
tickets only, though,
But
right?
Tickets only.
Okay,
So
but
how
you
much did
got
you spend with
in
food and everything?
for $100 a
Yeah,
ticket.
but this is like Jimmy. You can't compare because this was like 10 years ago.
So, but that was my point of what I'm saying. It costs to take a family of 4 now.
Oh yeah, no. There's no way. It's still not six. I still don't see $600. I just don't see $600. I'm not trying to say that it's not true, but I'm also saying it's. Yeah, I know it's gotten expensive.
Okay, but let's swing it back into the UFC idea here.
Okay.
So if you would pay that for a Blues game, $100 a ticket, but you said you were 5 rows off the ice, is $200 for a UFC fight night ticket, not a pay-per-view, not a main card, not a title fight on the thing.
Especially when you can watch it at home for free on ESPN Plus.
Absolutely.
It depends who's fighting that I want to go support.
Okay.
If it's a local one
So
and I've
we
got
have-
the
I'm
right
already
fighters
supporting
locally,
them. I'm already supporting them by paying for that fucking shit ad. Sorry, I'm just being honest.
no. But honestly, I mean, there's something about being in person.
No, there
You get the
is.
right group of people going with you. My kids love fights. They would go. I mean, we've gone to fights before in the past
Sure.
as a family if I'm not working them. So, no, I can see it. I could see pulling my nephews in to go with me if they're in town.
No, I'm not going with Connor.
That'd be a
Dude,
great-
that's entertainment on its own
No,
right
it is.
there.
That would be a
I'm
crazy
I'm
entertainment on its
100%
own.
I'm 100% kidding. I was just.
And he's obviously not still watching us. He's not commenting.
Yes. All right. But are you guys going to be joining at UFC in St. Louis
May 11th.
if you're local, May 11th here? I think you should. It's expensive, but show them that
They need to come here
Midwest
more
likes
often.
MMA, and that's what it all comes down to. So, all right, moving on. This one got me. Have y'all seen Roadhouse? So I'm going to say that I was a fan of the original movie.
Who wasn't? Sam Elliott and
Oh.
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze.
I mean, come on now.
So
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk
Terry
was in
Funk,
it.
yeah.
So I have seen Roadhouse so many.
watched it?
Yes, I've
I
seen
watched it too.
No, he watched the original is what I'm saying.
Oh.
This is a guy that never watches movies.
For real.
And he's a fan of a movie.
I've probably seen Roadhouse over 200 times. I actually became a bouncer in a nightclub when I was younger because of it. I wanted to be that guy. I wasn't, woefully, not at all. But just be nice until it's time to not be nice. So
And take it outside.
that was actually true. That was except I smacked a guy with a flashlight one night. But anyway,
That was you, fucker?
probably, trust me. So no, that was like my growing up, drinking age, crazy stuff whenever I was
Okay.
younger. Roadhouse.
First things
and
first.
then, oh my God.
Go ahead. Go ahead. gotta
Do
hear
I
this.
really want to know? Okay.
No, go
And then they come up with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor. Jake Gyllenhaal is an ex-UFC fighter. I am not going to spoil it. I am not going to say what's what. I can't say what he did. Go ahead. What you got?
Matt's
Throw it
ready
in.
to comment.
Originally, it was Ronda Rousey in that role.
Really?
Yes. You don't remember that?
No.
I do.
Yeah. Rhonda was going to
Be
be
the
Jake
bouncer.
Gyllenhaal's role. She was going to be the bouncer.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
I'll tell you this. It's complete fucking dog shit. I was very mad the whole time watching it, but I had to watch it. Like,
Because I
The
was
bar's not
messaging
even
you
called-
going, this is great!
fucking bar is not even called the Double Deuce. Get the fuck out of here.
But it wasn't a remake. It was an adaptation.
There were certain parts
what the
that
fuck's the difference? It's the same fucking movie that Patrick Swayze poured his heart and soul into.
Heart and soul.
I thought that was Dirty
Pain
Dancing.
don't hurt.
And not to mention, Conor McGregor must have ate fucking 16 horses.
Oh my God,
Oh,
What am I
dude.
gonna say?
The horse meat was
The
flying.
dude was that wide.
He really was. But
He couldn't have fit behind my bar, and it's a 10-foot bar.
Dude.
God.
Fuck.
Okay,
And
but
the best fight scene, the fight scenes were so.
Cheesy.
well, what got me was
The best one though was when he starts smacking the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was the best part of it all. The whole
You got
thing.
insurance?
Yeah.
Why? It's going to hurt. What? Smack!
the dialogue was.
But it made it. There was so much comedy in it, and it was entertainment. You have to suspend belief in some of it, and also
In all of it.
But can we take a minute that the CGI'd fight scenes, they look like they green screened some of the fight scenes, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not spoiling it, but Post Malone is in it.
Why? I don't know. That's what I was going to get to.
But continue. Okay, so why not?
Why the fuck was Post Malone? I mean, like, I would thought, because in the original, he had a fucking, he had Sam Elliott to come catch his fucking back.
Right.
I thought him and Post Malone's were going to be homies, and then he was going to come catch his back.
But he did it early on in that he brought in his backup. He chose him.
No, he taught him just like he taught the other guys.
The one wasn't working in the bar. He was doing something else. He handpicked who his Sam Elliott was.
No, he didn't, because there was no Sam Elliott.
Huh?
Is there a hot doctor?
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Ratcatcher 2 from...
Wait, what?
Ratcatcher 2 from fucking Suicide Squad. That's who that girl was.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm like,
From the
wow,
second
did you
Suicide
insult
Squad?
her?
Was there a hot doctor? No!
She's not, I don't think she's attractive. I don't think her accent drives me fucking absolutely up the wall.
Ratcatcher 2 from Suicide Squad.
I'm sure Matt's seen Suicide Squad.
No, I have
The
too. I
second
know
one.
exactly. You're spot on.
She's Ratcatcher 2. No, she is literally, she played Ratcatcher.
I know.
2
I
in that.
said you're spot on with it.
But it was,
Jeremy's Googling Ratcatcher 2.
I am.
you've not seen Suicide Squad, the second one?
No.
It's so much better than the first one.
Okay, fair.
It's got Idris, how do you say his name? I can't say his name.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
But
John Cena.
so
And
my
John Cena is fucking as Peacemaker.
I
love
was
that
just
series.
upset that there wasn't the rules. Do you remember the rules? Expect the unexpected.
Did.
Take it outside. Never start anything in the bar unless it's absolutely necessary.
And be nice.
And be nice. Until when?
It's time
To
to
not be nice.
Absolutely. All right.
Fuck.
This is the only time ever, folks,
now
we will talk about a movie on the show because Jeremy does not watch movies.
Absolutely, but I have
So
seen
the
this
fact
one.
that we got to is priceless.
Oh. But now what is the big...
And then the other bad guy was such a fucking pussy.
Oh, completely. The one that... Yeah.
At least Garrett would.
Garrett held his own.
Yeah, he put up a
Brad
little
Garrett
fight.
held his own.
Oh, Brad Wesley.
Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley.
Brad
I don't know why I said
Wesley.
Garrett.
So, because Wade Garrett was Sam Elliott's
That's right.
character. God, my God, I do know this movie. Jesus, that's scary. Isn't it?
I follow Craig's lead. You corrected it.
That's fair. But does it stand on its own?
What?
If you had never seen the original Roadhouse, does the movie
no,
stand
it's
on its own?
No.
It's terrible. I'm sorry, but it's not good. It's like when they tried to remake Point Break years ago. You cannot remake fucking Patrick Swayze movies. Period. The man was a gem.
Which is better, the Point Break remake or the Roadhouse remake?
Oh, good question,
Well, that's
Matt.
a good question.
So I don't know.
now
if
I gotta go back and rewatch the Point Break remake because I haven't seen it in so long.
Point Break.
I loved Point Break. Keanu Reeves, dude,
Oh God. Anyway, all right.
But you've also never seen a John Wick movie, which is
No, I haven't.
surprising.
Never seen a John Wick movie. All right, moving on though. Let us know, guys. Have you seen the new Roadhouse? Does it stand alone, or is it as good?
It's a fucking dumpster is what it
It
is.
is not. It was a great
Dumpster
movie.
fire.
It was a great
It
movie.
was
on
not
our-
a great
its own.
movie on its
Please
own,
don't
Jeremy.
take anything he says because this man don't watch movies.
I've never seen. What was it you asked me? Airplane. I've never seen Airplane.
Airplane.
Yeah.
He's never seen fucking Blazing Saddles.
I have seen Blazing
Don't
Saddles.
lie to everybody.
All right, fair. All right, Bellator Island went down. Good.
Bellator, Ireland?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Bellator Island. I'm like,
No, Ireland.
No,
Bellator Island.
that was upstate
Yes,
Ireland.
in Belfast, Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Congrats to Corey Anderson for finally scoring that title. That's an awesome one. So, and finally this evening.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. Of course, it is going to be our favorite, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. There was a leak online that was supposedly the rules of the fight. Now, it has since been debunked, but they were claiming at one point in time that Jake Paul got to wear headgear during the fight.
You fucking better. Better wear a fucking helmet.
You know what? Where's Ariane on this show? We need.
I
Oh.
don't give two shits.
No, I want to hear Ariane gets all fired up when
Oh.
we talk this.
That dude's 57 years old or whatever
still
the
hurt
fuck
him.
is. He will fuck him up and make that boy wish he never boxed him.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Mike Tyson will still fucking put you to sleep with a jab.
What do they say the last thing to go when you get old is? It's
Your
power.
fucking strength.
It's power. It's all power. Okay, guys. So this is the last time we're going to talk about it until the actual lead up to the fight goes.
When's that?
Craig, well, that's just it. That's my question. Does the fight actually happen? Because there's no date yet.
I thought there
I
was.
thought there was a date.
I don't think there's a date. Producer
You
Matt,
better
can you
look
tell
that
us, is
shit
there a
up.
date?
I could have sworn.
I don't think there's a date.
Could have sworn it's July 20th.
Really?
In AT&T Stadium.
We're
Hold
looking.
on, guys. We're looking.
Yeah, we're looking.
So
This is a little lull in the action,
So
but
my thought is, if it happens, and there's no bullshit going on, Mike Tyson will fucking put him to sleep.
okay.
So there's been talk too about it being 16-ounce gloves. July
July
20th.
20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I had heard
who
the
gives
16
a shit if it's 16? I'd rather him hit me with a fucking pillow than a 16.
See, I want him to hurt him.
I want to see I want to see pro
He's
gloves.
gonna hurt him.
I want
Even
to see
with
real
16
pro gloves.
Dude, that guy can hit him with a fucking 34-ounce glove. He's still gonna fucking hurt him.
All
All
right.
right. Mike Tyson is not someone to fuck with. You guys have watched him put guys to sleep within 20 seconds.
Fair.
He's the original biter.
Jim Range, does it happen and does he win it?
If it happens, he wins.
Producer Matt, who wins it? On microphone, you got to make this for real, bud.
Do I need to get a Jake Paul shirt for you
Yeah.
to wear?
Mike Tyson.
Okay, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's
there.
Producer
Mike-
DJ K-pop, who wins it? Tyson. All right.
Tyson is a fucking animal. I don't care. Joe Rogan said it. Everybody said it. Mike Tyson is not, just because Mike Tyson is 57 years old, doesn't mean Mike Tyson is not going to go in there
Right.
and kill somebody.
But
He's
so
a competitive guy. He's still got that fire even at 57, and he looks amazing. And he trains
does.
like he's 24 years old.
Jake Paul freaked out at the fact that when they did the press conference, initial one, they've always been friendly and joking with each other and that.
Not no more.
Tyson didn't fucking joke at all.
Yeah.
It's legit business.
He
Because
wants to break his fucking neck. And it's how it is.
Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul. Guys, this has been a crazy one. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you. And, of course, remember to follow us on YouTube. Hit that like button and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram at MMA Bourbon Society. We're going to do some fun stuff on Twitter. I think I got a couple of comments, and I'm going to make tonight's cocktail on there for you. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time right here at the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society.
cheers, everybody.
Bye. Thanks. See ya.